Hi there, it's Julia. I wanted to do a flip through of the Traveler's Notebook style junk journal that I made after attending the video class of Kitty Witty Papercraft. And Amy also makes these. She does a great job. So when I saw she was doing a class for it, I just had to do it. And so what you'll see is the cover is actually made from a vintage sewing pattern. And so sometimes there might be a little rip or something, and so you definitely can fix a lot of those things. And so this actually was in pretty good shape, which I love, and I loved the colors on it. And that has actually just been attached to some scrapbook paper. And Amy has a very special way that she does it. I will say that I actually did it a little bit different because I can never follow the rules. So I'm calling this Lavender Blue because I happened to find a piece of sheet music that was called that. So right in the front there is a library style pocket and a vintage recipe card for soda fountain. And so throughout I have just kind of some things are vintage, some things might be reproduction, and some things are just kind of cute. This is a paper clip, an altered paper clip, and I put that on there. A piece of vellum paper, and this is from a music book, and I just happened to find Lavender Blue, and that seemed to fit this perfectly. Right here, I made a pocket actually out of, it's probably from the 80s. It looks like a paper bag, like a lunch sack, but it had hydrangeas on it. And so I put some tatting and paper and kind of, once I folded it, made that into a pocket. And there's a little florist birthday card. This is a vintage, just a little like gift card. And so I put that in here with the envelope in case whoever it is wants to either use it in the journal or send it to a friend. And on this side, I have just a piece of paper to journal on. I thought it kind of matched. And just a guest check. Again, that could be for journaling. You could glue it in, make it pocket. Something tells me there might be something down there. On this side, this is an actual vintage Whitman children's card game, Woolly Lamb. And I do have a Rolodex card in gorgeous purple. This is actually vintage, kind of a high school pull out the papers book. It is lined. I'm not sure if you can see that. This is from a vintage spelling book. And got some scrapbook paper, again, made into a pocket on this side. This is actually a tally card, and the girl's name that had all of these tally cards was Elsie. I have several of them. Just very lucky find at an estate sale, and it's cute. She has like for her birthday or for different things, and I believe these are from the 40s, and so you have an authentic vintage tally card. And here's a tag that I made just with a little bit of this purple lace. Just a little script, but you could always cover that with paper to do some journaling on it. And from a gardening book, ledger paper, an adorable birthday card. I believe that the set was called Hattie's Hats, and I have a little white poodle, so I love this little guy. Vintage just school paper when I was a kid. That was a while ago. Had to draw a picture, and then you would write the story underneath. And so I'm lucky to have found some of that at a thrift store. Again, another tag. Little baby pom-pom trim, super cute. This is from a 1973, I believe, the Spring-Summer Sears catalog. And even when I was little, I used to just love looking at those. And so I still do. This is some gorgeous Flower Power gift wrap. You can tell it's kind of, the color is aged, but not on the front. The front is really vibrant, and it just feels cool. This is from a craft book and a doily, another children's book. I believe that was kind of a Dick and Jane reader type book. More of our school papers. And here's an envelope, and I did some die cut flowers, die cut tags, just different things that the new owner might want to use, and have that all there in a glassine envelope. And that is the middle of the signature. So again, this is going to be basically the other side of those pieces of paper. Again, from the craft book and school paper. This is a kind of a thin old typing paper, I believe. More of that great catalog. There we go. These gorgeous bedspreads. And just have a little piece of vintage calico as a tag. Just kind of little texture. Just some more of that gorgeous paper. This is the back of the birthday card. And so it was a birthday card, but you could always cover that with something if you wanted to journal on it. You can always attach it, make pockets. So really, every journal that I make is supposed to be your journal. I just give you a little push in the right direction. Here is, it's not vintage, but love the colors, Sherwin-Williams paint chip. And more of the gardening book. This is one of the very special things that I have in here. It is an authentic vintage handkerchief. And I don't know if you can see, it has some gorgeous embroidery on it. It really is in great shape for vintage. And you never know when you're going to need a hanky. I also have a bulldog clip with some vintage seam binding. And these little charms are actually vintage Cracker Jack or bubblegum machine charms. They really were very much the same back in the day, I understand, and I've been collecting them. So you have a little boot and a little horse, and the horse actually has the metal little charm bit, and I don't see those as often, to be honest. So I'm thinking it might be a little bit older, but you could use those here, or you could use them anywhere else, put them on jewelry. Just a little present. And more of the spelling book, the blue lined paper, and here is the lunch bag. And I'm leaving this open for you to put whatever you want in there. You could even put some journaling cards or a secret spot here, a small notebook. And here's the vellum again. This says make today the best ever. And of course that's every day. We should do that. And just a little present, some blueberry lavender tea, because of course it matches, but you should drink it and make today the best day ever. Thanks for watching.